Friends, hello. Pauli, that's slightly disturbing and beautiful. Don't know what that word means, Snowball. Hope we will see a certain sentence game, says Johan. I don't know what exactly you're referring to. Swackle, how are you doing? Nicholas, Alex, welcome. So. Let's open a game, I suppose. That's what we do here. Bunch of gamers. Okay. Search. This one. Okay. Okay. What is this? What's this? Recommended by Yuri. Well, that's a solid recommendation, then, I'm sure. So, now, should we wait until we have a few more people in to watch it, though? Maybe we should. Let's open something else in the meantime. What's up, Richard Love? Good morning to you. Good evening to me. Yuri playing up a ladder. Bully and Voodoo play a 1-minute game. That's a weird one. 28, 28, 28. What's up, Nicholas? Oh, I've been notified that I started streaming. That's good. Did Swackle and Yudi do anything interesting in their game? Let's find out. Borderless, please. Come on. Alright. So they're both UEF. We see some lab spamming. We might do. What's up, Suki? You're pretty early. What is this new streak? Well, well, we're just gonna see where it takes us. For example, oh, what's up, Bully? I mean, you know, if we look at the Patreon this month, this is one result of streaming a lot, in my opinion. Or at least I don't see any other possibility. But we have, you know, several new patrons. So, you know, keep going and see where we get to. That's all. So, there is a lab. We don't see the screen. Yeah, I know, I didn't show the screen. I was just looking myself. But, you know, we have, like, multiple new patrons. Maybe 7 this month, which is crazy. Oh, the lab. Oh my god, look at that. He dodges back towards the lab. What's up? What's up, Matt? I'm not entirely sure I get the joke. Daily, but what does this mean? D-I-I-L-Y. Well, speakers of English will understand that. It refers to things that happen once every day. Desolate dunes. Okay. Change with help of Arch. Uh-oh, I'm scared now. Because I'm not sure I really agree with Arch's ideas on maps. So hopefully it hasn't changed too much, because it was very enjoyable before. I'm sure it's only slightly different. But I'm not sure we'll check it out today. We might do, we'll see. We'll see. It's in the next ladder map pool, that's cool. So Swackle here, he's given up what's that, 150 points ish to Yudi, but he has a far superior build by the looks of it. He's got a bomber, he still has all this reclaim to work with. He's taken some of it, but there's more to be got. Any tips for Certus Major as ladder map? Yes, make plenty of engineers in the opening, like 6 before you make any tanks. Bit of a dodge there, good dodge from Yudi. Make sure that you build the Hydra quickly, obviously. Get the ACU into middle and take that reclaim with the help of an artillery or 2 or 3 or 4. And make sure you have, an engineer in each position to grab reclaim. So at each cliff, you really want an engineer there. Eventually, obviously you can't do it immediately, but over time, And, build plenty of power. You need about, 4 NGs on power for a lot of the game. Because there's a lot of reclaim. So, if you have to figure a way that works for you to get the reclaim. And quickly moving to T2 land is usually what people go for at a higher level. Please don't put large map with a lot of reclaims. Well, I'm not in charge of the map pool, unfortunately. If I was, it would be glorious. Please put the ditch and the ditch FAF version both in the pool. I agree. Wholeheartedly. The ditch is a fantastic map. Unsure when exactly I should go for the mid reclaim. Any time before your opponent. Any time before your opponent. If you get all the mid reclaim, you should win the game. Simple as. Please put Astro. Thanks. Astro should be spelled with 2 S's when mentioned in my chat. Thank you. Please abide the rules. Fun fact, this is actually a meth stream. Holy. Fun fact, Suki is the one on meth. Is random map going to be the map pool? Once again, I don't control the map pool. So I don't know. Crazy Rush set in the ditch all day. All fantastic maps. Still need Astro Rush. Well, we have, put Rush Me More in the map pool. How about that? T2 mechs from Swakul. Lot of land factories for Yudi. Don't think he's going to be affording any upgrades anytime soon. Transport on the way for your boy Swackle. A lot of engineers on the top. A lot of tanks on the top for Yudi, and he's faster to the reclaim, it seems. Making a transport is good on this map. Making a transport this late, probably not that good. Astro Crater plus Crazy Rush mexes. Now it's a good map. I mean, they're only interesting if you challenge someone on your level. Well, that's kind of any map in any game, or games are not generally interesting if people aren't on a similar level. And I don't think you can really lose the ditch in under 10 minutes either. Map gen, and then another map gen. Yeah, I don't know. I've seen map gen games and I'm thinking, how enjoyable do I find this? Not always that enjoyable, to be honest. BitConnect. Solid meme. Out of date now, but you know, solid meme. BitConnect. Please put Emerald Crater 40 by 40. Wow. You got all the amazing suggestions, Rika. Really enjoyed seeing the generator being used in some tournaments. Yeah, I mean, I gave a lesson to a guy and he was playing a lot on map gen, and playing map gen is good for... Oh, look at this Janus. Why is the Janus doing a dance over the base? I don't understand what the story is there. But, there we go. The, map gen is good for testing, you know, testing how you understand maps. Because, yeah, top players will look at a map and, well, some of them will understand pretty quickly what's going on, you know. The AI was a shitfest, yeah, it was. So this looks really good for Swackle. Except for the Janus. That's the only issue. So he needs to, again, a lot of air production required. He's making T2 land. Let's slow down here so we can answer a few more questions. What's up, Lee? Can you give some hints on the hotkeys for lower level players? Still don't understand how Shift G works. Okay, well, Shift G is not too important, really. To be honest, I'd say in terms of hotkeys. Well, let's go into Swackle's POV because he's the master of not using hotkeys. But right, the main thing is, right, you want a hotkey for factories. Okay, hotkey for factories. Hotkey for mass extractor. Okay, and you can see down here, W for me is factory. E is mass extractor. There was just an air fight, I think, where Yudi lost his air and he lost his Janus. By the way, pretty sure that's what... Yeah, there's the dead Janus. So Yudi lost the air fight, lost his Janus, and the game's over. So that's what happened there, by the way. Yeah, so hotkeys. Very simple. Just get 4 hotkeys first, okay? W for factory is me. Just anything that's close to the left side of the keyboard. E is mex for me. And D is PGen. And then you're good, right? And then the other one I would say is 1 for radar. Radar is very nice to have, so it's on S for me. After that, it's like, yeah, then you can build on other ones that you want. Like, for example, say a template one, template hotkey. Patrol I have on Q, you know, there's a lot of different ones. Then, you know, I have hotkeys for most things at this point. C is select the commander. But, you know, start with factory, mex, PGen. And maybe radar. But factory, mex, PGen, because that's most of what you'll build in the game. What's up, Farms? Yeah, you're correct in noticing that there's only 2 players in this game and they're on different teams. and that the map is not blue and green. Fucking Farms is a genius. What's up, Tex? Golbez, how's it going? Everything above 20 by 20 is too big for humans. More like it's too big for the balance of the game. I find that's really the issue. Let's watch a couple more ladder, and then we're going to watch what that thing suggested by the map, the replay suggested by Johan, suggested by Yudi. Hotkey for cancelling every unit of factory's building but one. So that's soft stop is what it's called. I have that set to, and I actually use this. I think it's Control Shift Escape for me. Or maybe it's just Shift Escape. Let's see. Shift and Escape, yeah. We call this soft stop. Or at least I've heard it called soft stop. Stop and cancel all factory orders except the current one. So whatever is building won't be cancelled, but everything after that will be cancelled. That's not the most useful one. It's, you know, it's alright, but I wouldn't pick that one straight away. Mainly, you know, factory, mechs, PGen, radar, and then, you know, maybe anti-air is a good one. Anti-air, PD, these ones are less useful, but obviously still useful. What are the other ones I use a lot? More complicated ones, or more... Okay, Esperanto's gone first bomber. Rebinding Control K to insta self-destruct. Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, because usually it's initially it's you know, a 5-second countdown, which is no good really. But yeah, at this point I have a lot of hotkeys. So I'll say in air, I have, you know, select all air. I have select all bombers. I have select all gunships. Select nearest idle air scout, and these are useful for me. I use them quite a lot, but again, oh yeah, this one I don't use very much, but I should. Let's see. Well, we don't have any idle engineers at the moment, so I can't show you, but that's quite a nice one. We'll show that later in the game. I think that's not a great bomber. Of course, attack. I have that on like Control T. But yeah, you really only need mainly just, you know, build factory PGen mechs. Stick with those and you'll be good. Bind Control K to left click. Yeah, that's a solid one. Anti-air is out, and that's a ground fire into nowhere. The bomber will escape with low HP. By default, Shift Control K is the instant kill. Yeah, I rebound that. I don't need the 5 seconds to think about my bad decision. So yeah, first bomber really, it's not a great strategy, guys. It's really not. Especially on this map. It makes no sense to me on this map, obviously, because you have to expand literally directly outside your base immediately, get reclaim. There's no fantastic targets for the bomber. It just makes no sense whatsoever. So I don't know why people do it. Okay, I have a weird trick that I've never seen anyone use, right? So this ACU, right? A lab appears directly behind him, and he has to turn the entire way around very slowly. If you build in the opposite direction, the AC will instantly spin around and begin building. It will point towards what it's building. Like if you watch there, he was reclaiming and then he instantly pivots to the factory. So if I want this AC to turn around and start shooting something directly behind him, you build something and then stop building it. Just start walking or something. And your AC is pointing in the opposite direction then in about 0.1 of a second instead of 1 second. Now that's quite a nice trick, to be honest. If you know about it. You're saying that Swackle doesn't have reclaim hotkey. I don't know what hotkeys Swackle has. He may have none. He had none before this. But yeah, this is not going to be an interesting game. Well, there's a lot of labs. Making a lot of labs is pretty good here, to be honest. Select all fighters. Oh yeah, I have select all fighters. That's Control F. That's a very important one for me. What if you want ACU to be idle? You just press stop. So whatever your stop hotkey is. Tagged, I just bombed an engineer and the reclaim, by the way, there. That was nice. And he's gonna bomb some P-gens. They won't die just yet. They're close though, one more pass needed, and he's gonna get it. 8 kills. So many dead P-gens here. I have stop on escape. Yeah, second air bomber is stronger than first air bomber. Yeah, I have no idea how to play this game by first bomber. Well, pick a different map to do it on would be step 1. Pick a map where it actually makes some sense. But yeah, I don't know. People think first bomber is just good now. It's not. It's really not in most scenarios. On most 10x10 land map, it's terrible. You know, you need land units. As simple as that. Especially now that people are making a lot more labs. Labs are a perfect counter to first bomber. Because again, you have no land units. Here's a bomber. 13 kills. It's fully vetted. Full vetted. Don't you need escape to reset unit cursor mode? No idea what you mean by unit cursor mode. Made a script. Keyboard input equals control K. Great script. Yeah. Esperanto can't hold this expansion. He doesn't have this one. He can't. I mean, if he walks away from this, then this army can just go up and across. Now he's gonna walk into the ACU instead, which is, well, he can run past. Actually, he has so many units that he'll actually get past the ACU, and can kill this expansion. This is, you know, dead. Yeah, I mean, look, Tagada literally has twice the mass of Esperanto. Maybe I need to make a scout to kill more engineers. No. Well, you do need to make a scout, but you just need to not do first bomber. On this map, this is like one of the worst maps to do it. So yeah, it's good to try stuff, but sometimes some things are not worth trying. Alright, let's watch one more ladder game, then we're going to watch that Sentence game. Already up to 69 viewers, whoa. Hey. What's up, Aaron? Good to hear it. Swackle used Control K script. Well, Swackle wasn't even in this game. What do you mean? What's up, Matthew? How's it going? In Warzone 2100, you could recycle them and use the vet on new units. Like you're on reclaim, I want to drag select other unit to avoid reclaim in an undesired position or fuck up your confusing. I'm not sure what you mean, Bricka, exactly. Still. Exactly, Hans. Exactly. Yeah, I think somebody posted that to me earlier, and we're gonna watch it after this game. I'm just kind of wait. I didn't want to do it right at the start of the stream when there's people around, but we've already got up to quite a good number, which is nice. So after this one, we'll watch it. So Breaka, do you mean, let's say you're on, you want to box select units, but you have reclaim enabled? You've clicked the reclaim hotkey. In that case, you can just right click, and then, so I'm reclaiming, I'm holding shift and reclaiming, and then we right click, and then the cursor is cleared. And we're back to regular cursor. I'm an 800 ranked player. What can I do to suck more? Scouts instead of tanks? Well, let's see. What could you do? I mean, you're pretty far down, so you're gonna have to try pretty hard to get worse at the game. No, sorry, I couldn't resist. Sorry, Kale. You mean left click to clear the cursor? No, I don't. I mean, left click doesn't clear the cursor. Left click just does reclaim. Just right click. Right click wouldn't give a move order, to my knowledge. Maybe I'm wrong and I'm getting just debated by being in observer mode. Could be wrong, but I think you just right click. Plus 200 ladder rating instantly. Nice. Hey, I'm 700 ranked. Sorry. What's up, John? Sub threefold. Land 11. What is the lowest rank you can get? Hell does not have a deepest depth. It just keeps going down. You can go into the negatives early on because of the way deviation is multiplied by 3 to generate your displayed rating. So early on, if you lose some games in a row, you easily can go into the minus just because of the way displayed rating is generated. God, I hated Bob Jack. 600 and my feelings are hurt. Look, it's okay to, not have fantastic FAF skills. Don't worry. So it just means it's very easy to gain rating, to be honest, because a couple of things click and boom, a few hundred rating points appear after some games. You'll want a template that puts walls around your land factory to make it harder to kill them. Exactly. What's up, Pauli? Ever since I started following your streams, I've dropped at least 500 rating points. Holy shit. I'm pretty impressed by that. I mean, good job. I mean, it's not easy to drop so much rating. So, obviously I'm doing something right. Well done, Pauli. Tagada seems to just be ahead. He's spamming Zuis across the water, which, if Esperanto is not aware of this, which he isn't, he's also stalling insanely hard because he's trying to rush. He's trying to build Janus. He's trying to build T2P gen. But yeah, Zuis are going to appear. Worst part is I've been playing since launch. Damn. Well, a lot of people have. And you can do the same thing a million times and you never... and not learn stuff. That's just how it is. But if you really want to learn, it's entirely possible. We can't all be winners. Well, I'm not sure. Well, we can't all be winners in a specific domain. But in other domains, because there are many different things you can do, then perhaps we can. What's up, Noah? Got a license. Got a license for that stream. Jagged takes away all the time I could be using to play the game just so I can watch. Well, that's not really the idea. The idea is that more people play the game, not less. What's up, Fortet? How's it going? So, that's a nice bit of droppage. Oh, the Janus. The Janus is here. First 10 years were against AI. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I was playing just campaign stuff. Yeah, I played at launch, but I only played campaign for years. And so obviously I was terrible. And then eventually I found TA for Life and began playing online in 2014. Right at the end of 2014. Oh my god, that was a lot of dead P-gens. But there is a T2 P-gen. Both Januses are dead now. What's up, Niall? How's it going? Flood is better than Derek, and Derek fears him. He instantly controls chaos against Flood. Wow. That's some deep lore, to be honest. Janus are not OP. Correct. Dude, that would be the longest game in history. Yep. I thought there was an NG dropped here, but I don't see him. No one moves. Janus up the anus. Yeah, the Zooey raids are, you know, kind of annoying. Targeted with way more mass, and he's using his Janus against frigates, which seems unadvisable. Inadvisable, excuse me for my terrible English. Inadvisable. 73 games since 2019, slow and steady, as they say. Reason you dropped ratings is that everyone else also started watching my streams or watching Jay's videos at the same time. You just didn't devote yourself enough to his teachings. Yes, precisely. Is Flood the guy who used the drone arm way too much? I think so. What other language than English do I speak? None well. I'm quite fluent in English, but very little else. Yeah. How are you every time behind my Januses? What's up, Foden? I do. I'm fluent in sarcasm. Absolutely fluent. Studied it. That's a lot of Janus production. But this drop of just random engineers was the most brutal thing that he did. What's up, Cameron? My English is okay since I'm foreign. Yep. Thank you very much. Irish people speak English better than English people, though, to be fair. Unironically. And definitely better than Americans. God love them. Nothers. So, if, here's the thing, right? Nothas can bomb a T2 gen of any faction in 2 bombs. They can kill it, right? Now, if you bomb a UEF gen All the guy with the UAFP gen needs to do is repair it for half a second, and then it will survive a second bomb. If they don't, then a second bomb will kill it. If I could add one unit to each faction. I don't really want to add new units. I mean, what could you add? Don't know, there's a lot of ideas. But I'm very wary of... Okay, that's not going to work, is it? T3 Sarah gunship. Yeah, can Seraphim get all 4 of the units? Boing, boing. Yeah, this didn't really work out. Pretty sure Esperanto's completely lost now. Jin, please. What's up, Pablo? Noamatic. You want to stay but you can't, you're still studying. Alright, well, good luck in your interview. Thank you for the $10. Big old Venus, he says. That sounds like Noah. Thank you very much. I work for Americans, so my manager corrects my spelling. Sea transports. No, I'm a dick. Oh, we're all children here. Tell that to my taxi driver in Dublin, Mr. Valentine Fitzpatrick. Yeah, well, you know, taxi drivers really... they're a mystery. They love to talk shite, so they're really the most Irish of any of us, really. Where your ACU? Oh, another Noth that comes in and attacks a pigeon, but it's been repaired. All the frigs killing the Janus. Yeah, Janus versus frigate is quite a bad fight to take for the Janus. You really want to use, you know, torpedo bombers. Good luck, Noah. Just realized Esperanto doesn't have any navy. Yeah, he has like 2 frigates. No, he has some navy back here, but it's all idle. And he probably can't afford to produce out of it. Oh, Jesus, no. Rat Shit and Clank. Nice name. Get rid of the shitty Sarah T3 tank. Sarah T3 tank is quite good. It's quite good now. It's been improved a lot. Sarah need a 4th XP. They have Awasa, Chicken Bot. I mean, the Awasa and Chicken Bot are really good. Plus, you know. Plus the YOLO. YOLO isn't a great game ender, but they have a game ender and they have great air XP, great land XP, so whatever. It's all good. Still like the old Otham more. Why? I don't really see why. Need some explanation to help me understand. T3 Air from Tagada. I mean, why not just make T2 Navy? Stop making all these frigates. Just make T2 Navy now. Yeah, he failed to kill anything here, really. Give Sarah T4 max. Experimental mass fab. Brutal DPS with cheaper costs than Breaker Percy. Yeah. It did. It did. Yeah, let's end this game because there's nothing happening. Nothing is a lot better than 2 chickens, really. It's, you know, it's got a decent speed to it. It has AoE on its cannon now. The cannon is, there's more damage on the cannon than there used to be, comparatively. And perhaps absolutely, I'm not sure. So, items are good. And I mean, well, snipers in general have become more powerful, obviously, as the tanks became less powerful. Experimentals are supposed to be weird, so adding some weird... Well, the weird ones don't get used. That's the thing. So I don't think experimentals are really supposed to be weird. Like, the weird ones don't get used, you know? Namely... I mean, think of what had to be done to the satellite to make it actually used. For example... Okay, yeah, Tagada really does need to learn how to hover bomb. Holy shit. That was a big old fail on the hover bomb. Wow. Tagada, this is weak. This is real weak. Yeah, bit of practice needed. And I think Swackle is just talking about units in general, not XPs, actually, now that I see it. Wave Force experimentals. Okay, that was... Yeah, these games weren't very interesting, to be honest. Esperanto not showing his best there. Okay, let's open this sentence that was suggested. Satellite will always either be mostly useless or OP. Yeah, I mean, I think it's in a great place at the moment. Like, you know, before it was a total meme. And what had to be done to make it what it is now is increase the speed, change how it retargets when something... change how its reload works, change how it retargets units. So it had to it took a lot of changes, and now the satellite is actually a very solid unit, which is, I don't know, probably one of the best things that we did on the balance team. Honestly, was making things like the satellite useful, because that was a totally shit unit forever, you know. And snipers better than Sarah snipers? I wouldn't think so. Zub's low. Great replay. Okay. Let's see what happens, and let's focus on actually casting this game. Make experiments break down randomly. Deepest lore. Oh god. Okay. So we got Plume out. That's definitely not Feather in middle. We have the Wheelie. This is Farms. On Rock, his air player is Aleg. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that. That's Aleg. And on Beach we have Yudi. So not a bad game, not a bad team over there, except for Feather, obviously. Deans, this is Sneed. Easy one to figure out. On Rock, his mid player is Esperanto. Espinoza, he's against Feather. Sneed is against Yudi. Yudi is walking to middle, by the way. Oh, nice, there's a T3 Mexi mode. You're pretty close, Lo. I think you missed a couple letters, but yeah, that's Aleg for short. We got Foley. Notice how Foley can upgrade half a mechs before he even builds his hydrocarbon. The beauty of being on air and abusing trees. I think you missed a K. Zlo. I think it's Kirai or Kiraj at the end. And this guy Cock. Don't know who that guy is. He's got 1800 rating. His name is Cock. Oh. Yudi walked to middle and also rushed to transport to steal Sneed's island. And he's going to succeed. Sneed's not ready. Sneed has his transport done though. And he has a lab on board. He hasn't left yet. Why did something explode there? That's quite weird. But it did. Now, will the lab be able to win the island back? I think it will actually. Did Sneed see the transport? I don't know if he did. Trandan. No idea who that is either, so it means nothing. Depth charges for Blaze Tank. Jesus Christ. And yeah, oh, PD. Yeah, PD won't defend against a lab on a ghetto. That's a lot of... Yeah, that's a lot of, who makes a fucking lab? Sneed does. Sneed is a beast, clearly. So, well done to Sneed. He completely counters that transport. And Yudi is absolutely tilted. And now he's going to get bombed as well. How tilted can one man really be? Bomber from the opposite beach player comes in, bombs an NG, but Wheelie farms. Sends it to the ground. Yeah, Sneed, God tier Sentinel, only 2100 though, so is that really God tier? It's elite. But God tier I think we have to reserve for a slightly higher rating. Extremely good though. Oh, there goes the transport. It doesn't have anything on board, but it does go down. And Farbs has already gotten to this island, so it's not a big deal. God tier stoner. Global rating is fake. Well, that's true. Sneed with an XD. I don't know why though. So he makes a factory, makes an artillery, takes out this to take out this PD, and then he'll get the rest of the mexes. Looks like a god to me. Yeah, well, you know. He's extremely good. Oh, another transport under attack has been found by COCK. Will it go down, or will he just waste a lot of air to kill it? No, it does go down, and it lands in the water, so he can't even really get all the reclaim. That's sad. You'd rather it land here so he can easily pick up the rating, or the rating. I'm looking at chat too much. Look at the pick up the reclaim. Global rating is just different. You can control the environment that you gain the rating in, and factory built to block this ACU, and also ACU plus the factory blocking, trying to block Esperanto. Now just using the ACU to try and block. It's sort of working. Oh, now it's really working, but still the ACU has too much HP to really realistically go down by the looks of it. And Esperanto is about to get into the water. That is quite weird. So now Yudi and Feather come back out of the water. Feather just takes multiple shots to the face constantly. from these Zuis of Esperanto, which have done a lot of work for him. And he stays close. Proxy says Sneed. It's been found. And Yudi probably doesn't know that he's been spotted. We'll know now in a sec. Yeah, he Control K's the transport. And begins building his proxy. But Sneed already knows it's here and will send a bomber. Now it's just time for a bit of micro. Okay, he's searching. So he was going to search here and then he was going to check up in this position. But this is the most likely spot to find them. And all the engineers will die now to one bomb. Oh no, sorry, there's one more NG. And Yudi will now begin reclaiming stuff. For real. Yudi is not happy. Sneed is absolutely owning him at the moment. Very sad opening for Yudi so far. And now Feather's under severe threat of dying. Is that 2000 HP? And does not have a vet. He just eats every shot from the Zuis. Better you don't kill, says Foley. I can only agree with that sentiment. Don't kill Feather and give his base to Yudi or Farms. That's just a terrible idea. A bad idea to control K like this. Well, he actually reclaimed the transport wreck like immediately after, so that's the story there. So he didn't like leave the wreck there for however long for it to be spotted. So you still need more. Still needs to keep bombing the factory though, because now a Zui is out. Foley has a Mantis. If we look at the air, he just bombed an air scout there. T3 Pigeon is going up for Aleg. So apparently there's some new build where you only make one T2 Pigeon. I don't know what the story is with this. There is definitely a few extra T1 Pigeons, but also, is this really working? Doesn't look like it's working. Looks like you need 2 Pigeons. That's what Foley is doing. The model still shows. I don't think it will if you haven't seen it before. No, this is not the Strat Rush. The Strat Rush is way faster than this. So this is not the Strat Rush build. So yeah, T3 Air up for Foley, T3 Air up for Aleg in the rock. It's not much interesting happening there. How'd you get banned for using off map to your advantage? Usually it happens by accident, so I don't think in those scenarios you can get. I haven't seen people get banned for off map, but I don't really know how bannable it is. Kill Feather so he has more time to use chat. Oh god. Well, that's true. Feather might ruin his team's chances by chatting too much shit. But I think Farms and Yudi have enough, you know, mental stamina to survive that. Good kill from Aleg. The transport took way too long to drop. He should have just dropped here and took the damage he could get, which means, you know, PGen, Mexes. He would lose the units, but, you know, better than sending them that deep. Because you're usually going to find some ASF around, as he did. What's up, Nick? How's it going? Okay. Oh, comm drop. So yeah, this is finally dead now. Middle, what's going on? Well, Yudi has left. He's gone home, and there's Zui's dropped outside of his naval factories. Those, most of them seem to, well, should go down to some frigates, and actually all of them will. Nice. And yeah, so a lot of drops from Esperanto. This is a solid idea to do drops from middle, especially when you're against a weaker opponent. Nick with the super chat, €5. Thank you, thanks a lot, Nick, for the generous donation. Sneed drops with T2 and TML commander, and begins firing. Yudi's pain continues, so he fires for this mech first. Yudi stops building stuff here, and there goes the mass extractor and one of the storages. Next is, well, this mech's... No, actually, Yudi control K's this mech's to reclaim it himself before it dies and gets overkilled. Then it gets TML'd. And will Yudi do the same here, is the question. This is one of the ways to lower the effectiveness of TML, is to basically control K your mexes and reclaim them before the TML hits. He doesn't do it there, but yeah, Yudi is in such a bad position because what's going to happen is, well, he will be able to get TMD here, I guess, because he has T2 air at the moment. He's going to lose all of these mexes. There goes another one. He should reclaim this one if he has time. Hi, I'm dying. Help, says Yudi. I cry for help. Ouch. So this ACU has 4,900 mass killed. And yeah, so he'll get TMD up here. But the next thing to die will be his naval factories. After that, they can all be killed in one TML. So this is... Why am I suggesting illegal moves? I'm not suggesting illegal moves. Control K before... No. No, you misunderstand the rules and what I'm suggesting. So, he just, like, say here, he Control K'd and began reclaiming the mechs. There's no rule against that. What's bannable is when a nuke is about to land and you Control K just before the nuke lands to stop the buildings being completely destroyed and leaving no reclaim. That's what's bannable. Bit of a drop here. It's all tanks though. All tanks. He's run out of Zooies. Oh, big Zooey drop here in this position now. So it's going to die completely. And yeah, Sneed follows up on his with his TML com with frigates moving in to attack and control the naval production, deny it, and Foley provides air support, and Esperanto just continuing to drop on Yudi, and they're just abusing Yudi utterly. Now COCK is under serious attack, but is holding on. I mean, he has almost no frigates at the moment, but he has got his T2 commander, he's got torp defense. He may get some support from air if necessary. Reclaiming your stuff before a nuke hits is bannable. No. What's bannable is abusing the fact that when a nuke hits, if the death animation is going on, then the reclaim doesn't get destroyed. That's what happens. So you Control K something just before a nuke lands, the death animation prevents the reclaim from being destroyed. So T3 com drop from farms onto the beach and begins spamming factories first, which is quite cool and not the normal thing, but because he drops here, he doesn't have anything right next to him to kill with PD, so he just goes straight for the Medusa spam, and he's going to spam Medusas here and already begin killing mexes, and then he's going to build TMLs to attack. I mean, this position is doomed. Is there going to be an air fight? Well, Alex lost a couple ASF there for free. And who has more air? Because this is going to be critical. 32. Oh yeah, Foley has more air, doesn't he? 21. Yeah, this looks very, very tricky. I mean, Yudi's losing his whole base now. Nothing against the Zuis here. Sneed even has a bomber overhead. This is dead. All of this is gonna die. There's nothing happening for Yudi. He's trying to build a T2 gen over here. And what the hell? Feather is in the water with T3 and TML, and he's made Sam in the water. And he's being torpedoed by Foley, and he's going to start firing TMLs, but there's already some TMD up for Sneed. There's TMD in the middle for Esperanto, so they should be quite safe. I mean, looks like this mech has died, but not much else. Salem comes out of this T2 factory and is attacking the build from farms, as he now adds some T2 PDs to fend off enemy, you know, Medusa. TML's firing, and the TML can reach, I'm sure it can reach very far into the airbase. Yeah, it can hit the front 3 mexes. It can even hit middle. He can kill the naval factory. This naval factory is a great target. So the TML is a fantastic unit to have in your base when you comm drop. In scenarios like this, the TMLs are going to provide so much long range damage, and really you just have to try and survive. And okay, Esperanto drops 4 T2 engineers and begins building T2 artillery. He's building it way too close, to be honest. He could build it back here. Could build it back here, it'd be a bit safer, but yeah, they also provide a nice target for being TMLs, so he builds TMD to defend. And T2 Navy for Sneed, he's spamming cruisers now. He's UEF, so he can make cruisers with shields, and they'll be quite safe. T3 ACU with TML walks towards this position, and the thing about ACU TML is that when you change the angle, you can invalidate some of the TMD. So, you know, he was here, so this TMD for Esperanto will defend from this angle. Now he walks over here, and he can begin TMLing this, for example. He can even TML this if he gets further in here, and he can TML the air mexes. And the more he TMLs the air mexes, the more chance that Alec has of getting back into a winning position in the air, which is really what the bottom team need to have a chance here. They have no beach base anymore, and Alec has generously donated a T3 mech to UD, so it's really down to farms to carry this game. TML takes out T3 mechs finally. And yeah, farms under attack from 2 destroyers. So he should have already killed the T2 naval HQ, in my opinion. I think that would have been one of the main targets. Should have been one of the main targets for the TMLs. I don't think the TMD is in position to actually stop him where it is. No, it doesn't seem to be. But I'm sure he will do it sooner rather than later, because this ACU is not in position anymore to build TMD to protect this. 2 cruisers from farms to protect him from air. Obviously air is a main threat. Uh-oh. Okay, this could be very serious. Alec actually commits to the fight, and his ASF weren't all together, which could be fatal. And he certainly has less here. This looks dangerous. And micro... Alec tries to run. It's the only right answer. Farms is the wheelie, yes. Or the wheelie is farms. And Feather is dead very shortly. He's got 14,200 mass killed. His Sam will live on and do a bit more damage. But yeah, you can see here's some the damage that he got done. This is dead. This was hit but not killed. Sneed, we make ML. You give me mass. ML is designed here in this strategy to kill farms completely, get rid of him. There's no way he'll be able to actually stop a monkey lord coming towards him. And he's brought in a transport, thinking about leaving perhaps, and also he's lost both his TMLs, which is quite nasty. He now walks a bit further away. He wants to walk away from the artillery. He wants to walk away from maybe T2 Navy, although there actually isn't any T2 Navy left, except for this guy. Salem getting pummeled by 2 Salems. And it's just, you know, dipping its toes into the water. It's not going to last very long. Oh, that's another ACU. Do you see that in the distance? Coming closer. There's an ACU coming. Oh my god. Hello. Oh my god. Oh my god, he did it at the wrong time. So yellow player tried to control K while Yudi was in the transport. Timed it too late. And Yudi was already dropping out of the transport when Cock control K'd failed to kill Yudi. Killed only himself, and now Yudi's landed, overcharged all the artillery, and the engineers died to the ACU explosion. And he has T3, and he begins building a base. Now he doesn't have much mass available to him. Oh wait, actually he has middle. Now the feather's dead, so I take it back. He has middle, so that's pretty good. He does have mass available then. He also has some P-gens. He still has the T3 mechs from Aleg, so this is great. I don't think Sneed ever responded to what Foley said, so there won't be a Monkey Lord. And now this is tricky, because now Foley is the one that has to deal with this base and also maintain air control. Esperanto really. Where is his ACU? Here he is. He has tactical missile and he has T2, so he does not have T3, which would be really useful. But now look, there's 2 T3 ACUs on this side. Farms decides, oh, now I can just move forward because we have naval completely won now. There's no danger. We can move forward again. And he builds a forward air factory for scouting, which is a classic Farms move. And Sneed has T3 now as well, and he begins building his own base on the enemy beach. So now again, Aleg will have to deal with this at the moment, and I mean, Udi's going to be focused on this base. But what are they going to build here? T3 Pigeon being built by Farms. It's the only T3 tech he has, so he has to build it there. He's building T3 Air at the moment, which is interesting. Question is, can he... Well, look at this. We have the Salems making landfall. Okay, it's not letting me select all the Salems. But we have 7 pushing forward. How do you stop those? How do you stop those if you are Foley? I mean, he's got gunships. The gunships could do well. The gunships are being used against the Medusa at the moment. But we've also got Mantis. And we've got some of our own Medusa. But none of these things seem very convincing for actually stopping these Salems. The range is going to be fantastic for attacking that position where there's a lot of T2PDs. T2PD does not have enough range to deal with Salems. Salems have 80 range, T2PD has like 50 range. It's not even close. Medusa are great versus Salems. Any T1 artillery is great versus Salems, but they have their own artillery to help them. A lot of Corsairs for Foley, which have been mentioned now by Feather in the chat. 23 Corsairs. He's building more and more, and maybe those will be sent in. But again, there's an ACU here ready to build forward T3 anti-air, which will absolutely own the Corsairs very quickly after one pass, more or less. Noth has come in to attack Esperanto's economy. This T3 Mex is very vulnerable. One knot, the bomb will kill it. And what's going on the other side? Well, there's T2 land production from UD, which has been switched on, and you know, Mongoose and Strikers and are being sent over, and Riptide's being gifted over to Alig to defend the bottom side. T2 land is up to build flak to defend against, you know, T1 bombers and T2 gunships. But the Salems, there's no Salems on the bottom side. There's no amphibious destroyers on the bottom side that Farms has available to him. And what would be really beastly is if Farms makes, well, T3 land would be fantastic, assuming he has economy to do that. I mean, at the moment he's spending everything. Yudi gets sniped by the Corsairs. Oh, I didn't think that's what they were for, but I mean, it makes a lot of sense. All the Corsairs are dead and buried. Sneed has T3 air and is making a strat now. That T3 Mex did go down, as did other economy for Esperanto, and now Farms is in control of his base, the rock base, the mid base, and the enemy beach base. Now, next thing you want to do, upgrade these mexes to T2. And yeah, the Salems go to work on this base. It's going to take a little bit of time. He wants to be careful. He doesn't want to lose these Salems. I mean, this guy, for example, no, he lost the Salem to some Medusa. He's lost 2 Salems, in fact. But actually, here we go. T2 artillery. That's what you need to hold the Salems off. Esperanto really should try and get himself to T3 on the commander, though. That would be a great help. And who knows, maybe, oh, you know what would be sick? If Esperanto made Splash Gun. That would be absolutely amazing. Because, you know, like, there's what? A couple T2PDs? There's one T2PD, really. That'd be amazing if he had Splash Gun. But, UD pings some mexes. Strat from Alig. What is the aim for that? Sneed loves nuke subs, expected coming. Well, what isn't coming is a nuke sub. There's a battleship. And the other thing that we have is a strat bomber. A second strat bomber. And from Foley, many Corsairs. Now, can they reach this air grid? That is the ultimate target. All the air for Alig is being rallied to the top ocean. And there's a strat from Farms as well. We've got every single kind of strat here. Maybe we don't have a Seraphim strat, but we have UEF, Cybran. And here come the Corsairs. UAF, Cybran and Aeon. Strats on the field at the moment. All at once. Air fight from Alig. He's focused on the air fight, and guess what? There's like 10 Corsairs coming. And they're not going for the ACU. They're going for the Pigeon next to the HQ. And there's now 2 Pigeons about to go down as well. The HQ also low on HP. ASF come in. Reclaim Pigeon's friend. And Foley saves his air. Look, the air is stopped. Over Sam's, no less. The Corsairs come in. Oh, 1, 2, 3 more Pigeons go down. 3 factories go down. Another Pigeon is low, and still there's Corsairs in the area. He may be able to kill all of the Pigeons. There it goes. Both the Pigeons die. And almost all the factories. There's the HQ survives. There's a dead strat wreck, by the way, on that factory. And yeah, I wonder how many kills the Sams got here. Oh, they were actually flak, not Sams from Sneed. And now strats from Sneed come in. And they're going to ground fire in a weird position. Is that going to hit the HQ? It is. It is going to hit the HQ. And the headquarters is dead as well. Nice grid, says Esperanto. And all of mid is dying to Zooies now. Esperanto with just spamming Zooies through the middle, it seems. And Janice. And now Alec getting strap bombed. His commander itself is getting strap bombed. Never mind his HQ. He's going to try and build a T2 shield as quick as he can. He has ARAS and T3 on his commander, so he can build that very quickly. The Salems have been pushed away, but middle absolutely crushed for Esperanto as well as for Alec. Alec has mid at this point. And what the hell is going on? So spider being constructed, a lot of hives there for farms as he tries to actually eco in the enemy beach position. You can see he has T3 mechs up here and T3 mechs here, and his spider is finishing quickly, but Alec is going to lose his whole base. Now he does have air over this place, but look at all these pillars. How much T2 land production did Sneed just build on this beach? 6 T2 support factories and an HQ. He's got 50 pillars on the opposing landmass. And Farms has Salems and Medusa and Zooies. A lot of Zooies actually. Mid completely dead now, except for some stuff at the front. That's a T3 mechs upgrading randomly. And yeah, the artillery is doing fantastic, but how long is that going to hold? A lot of T2Ps being built now. I think they know that there's a spider bot. ML has been pinged. What is the reason behind it? That's probably a very old ping. It looks like a Foley ping to me. Aras, not Aras. Okay, sorry. Wait, really? He doesn't have ARAS? Oh my god, yeah, you're right. And air fight. Farms was given air and completely lost all of his air there. He thought that Alec won air earlier on, but that never happened. So he just went in thinking, haha, I have air, thanks to all of this. And no, he was completely wrong. Lost air completely. As a result, there go more ASF. Corsairs come in, and the Corsairs are going to be able to snipe so many Salems, but the spider is here. But he just completely lost air at the same time as his spider is being sent in. That's the worst possible timing. Kill ACU, or are you avoiding it? Oh my god. There's a lot of T2PD, and now the Corsair's coming in after the spider bot. Oh my god, that's a lot of damage. And the spider is dead. As expected. Well, yeah, when you lose air, I guess, and there's 40 Corsairs flying around, yeah, you're probably going to lose your spider bot shortly after. Janice bombing the T3 air factory of Farms from Sneed, and a strap bomber comes in and finishes the T3 Pigeon in his core base. And the many pillars move into the rock base where there's obviously no defenses. Alec sending in 2 strats. Where the hell did the strats come from after he lost his entire grid? But Medusa doing what the spider could not, and crush everything at the front of the airbase. The strats move in towards the airbase. And did they just bomb Esperanto? Is Esperanto dying? It's not one, says Foley in all caps. He is fearing the worst as the Medusa crests the hill. Really like randomly going to 1 FPS. Yeah, there's too much happening here. T2BD's desperately being constructed. The This P-Gen under attack. Bombers coming out. T2 gunships coming out. Esperanto dies. Takes out a lot of air with him. Or at least some air and some gunships and things. He eventually cannot dodge enough Medusa fire to survive. And he goes down. And there's a lot of flak in here as well. And Megalith now for farms. The spider was just an appetizer. Now a Megalith is finished. Sneed has constructed a Fat Boy. But the Fat Boy is really far away. The Megalith is going to head towards the airbase. And it's going to have a lot of flak and a lot of Medusa. The Fat Boy, not exactly a quick unit. Is it going to be in time? It doesn't seem like it. Farms is losing everything in his rock base as expected. Still lost 2 T3 P-Gens, 4 T3 P-Gens, his air HQ. A lot of mechs is dead now. Janus, Strats. And Alec is just trying to hold on in the airbase. He's also given some factories to farms for some reason. Maybe for reclaim or... I honestly don't know. Sneed has a nuke sub as well, which is loading. Mega incoming, says Esperanto. And a second mega under construction for farms. Let's see farms eco right now. He has 2 T3 mexes. Well, no, he has more. He still has these actually, and the island, but the island will be strap-on shortly. A cruiser would be nice here, to be honest. Would be all right. Strats from farms. 3 strats from farms. Where's all my eco guns as farms? Well, it's been killed by T1 and T2 land. The Medusa are at least held back, but here comes the main event. Megalith heading over the hill towards Foley's airbase. Foley, the increasingly nervous man, says, this is fine, I'll just T1 bomber it or something, or maybe that Fat Boy will arrive in time. Maybe not. Can't even see the Megalith. Oh, there it is. Climbing up that hill. Sneed may begin to colonize. Oh, Alec is definitely going to die here. There's so many pillars and Lobos. Pretty sure Alec is soon to die here. The Megalith struggles up the hill, shooting into the walls, into the cliff walls, and now he just shoots the ground for a while before retargeting on the T3 P-Gens. And the T2 PDs, once the T2 PDs go down, the Medusa will have nothing to stop them. And the P-Gens, oh, energy storage is shot. And yeah, more PDs going down, more mexes. And the whole air grid will be destroyed. So neither team will have an air grid unless Sneed rebuilds one. And there it goes, the Medusa do it. Now, does Farms have another Megalith? He does have another Megalith already. The power of the hives showing there. Alec has been defeated by T2 land units in his own airbase. Now it's completely wiped, so bit of symmetry there with the airbase is dying. And it's left to Sneed to win the game now because Foley has nothing left. And Sneed does have 2 Fat Boys, and Foley does have a lot of air. That's what he has available to him now. Assist. So I don't know what's he upgrading. Is he upgrading laser? Is he going for telly? It's going to be difficult to make telly. There's not really a huge amount of T3 power. The thing right now would be to just start beasting this base up, like just have a sick base on the other side, just full base trade mode for Sneed, but he has to survive all of this. And let's see what it is exactly. What is it? Well, it's 2 megas, and it's Nearly 200. It's 400 T1 artillery. 40 or 50 flak. Another megalith is finished, so we're up to 3 megas. And some navy. There's a battleship. And there's 3 strats mixed in as well. So here comes the attack. A third fat boy under construction. There's nothing really against the Zooies, and there's just fat boys. There's no other units. T3 gunships maybe would be good. Strats would definitely be good. There's no artillery. T2. But there's a huge amount of mass available to Sneed if he actually has... Well, the difficulty is in taking it fast enough and then being able to spend it. His base looks in serious danger. He does have a nuke loading, however. And it's about 85-90%. What do you even do with the third mega? Well, you kill this whole base. That's what has to be done. 80 says Sneed. That seems about right. This fat boy is way too close. It's already in range of the fatty, but the fatty doesn't have vision. He needs scouts. He needs scouts. Immediately. He actually has a T3 scout. And the fat boy is not being hit because it hasn't been scouted. The fat boy could already be dead almost. Because the mega's been in range forever. Mega now is attacking it. And the fat boy under attack now from the mega. The mega just tanking so much damage because it has so much HP. And the fatty goes down. T3 pigeons now under attack, and they're directly next to this fat boy. Will the fat boy take damage? It does! The fat boy takes damage from that. And the fat boy also won't be completed. It's killed just before it. If it would have completed, the shield would have popped on and saved it for a little bit longer. Alec with the kappa in the chat as he sees the second mega die just before it's finished. And there's 3 megas on screen right now. Foley has laser. He walks out of the water and gets immediately owned by this mega, which has just carried the game right now. And the mega's eyeing up a third fatty. A tasty fatty. Yes. Give me that. The nuke is launched from the nuke sub. And the only question is whether it's going to hit farms or not. I don't know how he's possibly going to hit farms with this nuke, because if he doesn't hit farms, he's completely dead. He's trying to, well, he is trying to replace some power and stuff in the south, so maybe, I mean, this base is dead anyway, that's for sure. Oh, the nuke is, the SMD is loaded. Farms with the XD. The only real answer. Mass killed on the mega, 113,000 fully vetted mega. And yeah, well Sneed, says Foley. I was busy, says Sneed. And yeah, Sneed will try and rebuild in the bottom. He still has like the eco here. He has RAS, you know. He has a million artillery, whatever they're good for. He didn't actually manage to kill this island, by the way, for whatever reason. And yeah, at this point, it looks really, really bad for Sneed. Really bad for Sneed. He obviously can't afford to load this nuke anymore. Apologies for some of the lag I'm seeing, but yeah, I mean, there's no economy here. There's what, some T2 mexes. There's no, it's all T1. Sneed, you know, has a lot of mass, but building a SMD. What does farms do now? I mean, he can just colonize the entire top side of the map. He's got, okay, that's his own artillery not hitting his mega. The mega, and these megas can just walk down middle. This mega is going to walk into the water. This mega is going, oh my god, the fully vetted mega is going to kill the T3 naval HQ now. I like this from Foley. You played versus Alec. Instead, we had to play against farms. 129k, 125 per second regen, 165k max health. Yeah, you can't strat snipe farms though because he's in the water and he has stealth. And he has T3 and he has, you know, carriers. So, XD. Yeah, he's making a nuke sub. Farms right clicks all units onto the other side of the map. Thank you for the very, very generous donation there. Anonymous tipped €41.35. I guess that's $50, I guess. Says nice streak. Thank you, Anonymous. That's a savage donation, so super generous. So yeah, now all the megas are heading to the south. And this mega is going to go through the water. The other two will go through middle. And yeah, I mean, look at this reclaim. Yeah, let's reclaim the Fat Boys. How much reclaim on the map right now? 173,000. A lot of it, I mean, Sneed can't access this. Farm's returning to his own land to try and take back his original base, which is, you know, looking a bit worse for wear. But yeah, Sneed, it's not really a way back from here, is there? Matthew, yeah, I suggest you go backwards and watch what happened in this game, because it's pretty epic. SMD being constructed. Alec says he has nothing, and I think Alec is pretty correct. He doesn't even have T3 naval production anymore. He does have some T3 boats. For example, this battleship is really the only weapon he has against the megaliths. One battleship is not really enough to deal with this. I mean, you know, clearly. Full vet mega gonna be 50% by the time it reaches. Yeah, I mean, easily. 155,000, so a lot of reclaim being scooped up. Farms with oh, look at this. Farms can use the hives to load this nuke sub, by the way, because now that he's close to the hives, he probably should do that. Okay, he's gonna assist the T3 naval factory. And yeah. Gonna try and retake this. Look at the mass kill on these. All these pillars are fully vetted. Literally impossible to protect his SMD, says Alec. Well, that's true, because he can't kill the megas before one of them simply steps onto land and just snipes the mega. I mean, snipes the SMD. There's no way to kill a megalith in time to save this. So a nuke sub will probably end the game if he gets loaded. He doesn't have a stationary nuke. XD from farms, I don't know what's... Maybe he's pinged something. That's one way to escape the fire of a battleship. Just go underwater. The power of a megalith. South does seem to be losing at the minute. Hey, these three strats are the ones that he had a long time ago, and he still has them. How are you going to stop 3 megas? That mega got deep enough in the water that it didn't take any damage there. Battleship attacking. Zooies. 885 Zooies. Oh my god, there's so many Zooies. That's disgusting. No. No, Billy Nuke couldn't stop a Megalith, no. 130k mass killed on this guy. 24, and this guy's a newbie. 2.7k. I can feel the -3 from here. Yeah, well, we're not at -3. What's up, Lankin? How's it going? Oh, the lag. We're dropping so many frames. The North team is South team, and team in South is North team. Exactly. It is a base trade. Sneed looks for somewhere to hide. I don't think it's going to matter too much whether he hides or not. 50 Ravagers. Yeah, even 50 Ravagers. It's the problem is it's too close to the water. That's the issue. If it was back here, then you would have time. But in this position, you don't. Especially when it's 3. You might need 100 Ravs. Nuke sub loading slowly. Not sure why he doesn't assist with the hives, to be honest. That would be... I thought that's why it's here close to the land. There is a fatty, but only one. There are torpedoes, but not many. Oh god, everything is so close to the water. As soon as these megas pop their head up, so they're gonna pop up maybe around here. Their guns are gonna come out of the water, and they're gonna start. Why are they not moving? Look, they have a move order, but they're not moving. That's really weird. One has 160. Yeah, it's regened itself back to 75k from about 20k. What are the respective mass incomes? Well, Farms doesn't really have an insane mass income, I would say. What he has is a lot of reclaim. 285,000 reclaim total to 105k, so that's why he's so far ahead of mass, really. It's just way more reclaim. And here come the megas. And they're still full HP. Like, this one's full HP, this one's 93, this one's at 70 now. What a hero. Farms has over 600 mass income. The guns appear above water and can begin to shoot if they're not targeting something that they can't aim at. Air staging. Freaking air staging. It's the first thing they target for some reason. 3 megas just peeking above the water. And they begin wreaking havoc. There's a lot of torpedo bombers dropping on them. That's what we can hear overhead. And there's a lot of mexes going down. He should just move in and kill. Well, there's a lot to kill here. There's a lot of potential, and he has a lot of HP to work with, so he can... They're stuck, says Farms. Okay, well, that's weird. And yeah, it's time to just kill all the power. Kill the SMD. They're stuck, says Farms. He can't move them in. The SMD does finally go down. And let's see how much HP is left on this guy. The fully vetted Mega is about to go down. No. Oh, that's sad. And the nuke is launched directly on top of his own Megas. Now that the SMD is dead. Might not have been the best place to launch it. Maybe more inland would be good, but second Mega goes down now. Takes out a lot of pillars with it. And this Mega walks directly into so many pillars, and the pillars get burned by the Janus. More P-gens going down. The nuke lands. Right next to his own Mega. What the hell? What? Oh, it hit something in the air. Did it? It must have hit something in the air because it didn't do full damage. You can see there's still Mega Wrecks there. Oh, it's a defensive nuke. Oh, it was a Billy nuke, was it? Oh, that's what it was. It was a Billy nuke. Ah. Or was it SM? Or was it this guy? Yeah, it must have been. It was Sneed's nuke, of course. Okay, so I guess it was this guy, right? It was the nuke sub. Okay. Oh, hey, Farms started assisting his nuke. He had one loaded. Okay, well. Oh my. That was a fantastic game. Absolutely fantastic. Well played to Farms. You did extremely well there to win that against Sneed. Basically turned into a 1v1 towards the end, and yeah, amazing. Now my stream stability has gone extremely bad right now, so I think we'll have to end it there, to be honest. But thank you all for watching. Thanks for the super generous donation from well, Noah, Nick, and the anonymous donation. And we'll be back soon for another stream. Sorry about the lag at the end. This is actually very poor, but yeah, superb game there at the end to